All right, first up for this series of videos is the interface and signing into Magicschool. Magicschool's a new tool here at Shen that we wanted to share with you. It's an AI teacher productivity tool, and eventually it'll have a student side, but right now it's just for teachers and only teachers can get to it here at Shen. So you'll just simply click the sign in with Google button and then sign in with your Shen Schools account. And voila, you're here in Magicschool. Now mine's going to look a little different than yours because I've already favorited a few of the tools up here at the top, but I wanted to take you through some of the basic features of the interface first before we get into these individual tools. So over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice the logo up here. When it says Enterprise here, you have the paid version of Magicschool, which should be hitting you guys imminently. So you're going to be looking for that Magicschool Enterprise right up there. Okay, you can, like any AI, ChatGPT, Bard, Copilot with Microsoft, any of those tools, you can talk directly to the chatbot. In this case, the Magicschool one is named Raina. And you would type a prompt here in the proper format that any prompt is, and you can get answers, and then you can ask follow-up questions. It does keep your history over here on the side of the things that you've asked it in the past, so you can always go back and revisit something you've done in the past. Okay. You also over here have your full output history, which will show everything you've ever done in any of the tools, including Raina. Okay. In the paid version, it's more limited in there. You can share some of these with other people. You can bookmark things, etc. Okay. So at any point to get back, you can go to this to get to the tools, this to get to the chatbot, this to get to the output history to show you the things that you've done in the past. When you're in this tool filter, there are literally almost 60 tools. So there are quite a few. Actually, it's a little less than 60, but you can count them up if you want. Too many. Too hard to find them. I'm doing presentations all around the district. Like, I want to show them this one. Where is it? Well, one thing you can do is you can click on the star on the tool, and it'll put your favorite ones up here at the top. Or you can sort by categories up here. So if you want only the tools that help teachers with communication, you can click on that. And you can see that there are about 13 tools here that have to do with communication that you can use. You can also come up here and search for a specific tool by typing in the search box. So when I type in email, you see I get 3: professional email, email to families, and then an email responder. Okay, so you can at any point use either these pre-sorted guide tools, or you can type in the search box up here to look for a specific tool. So next up in our series of videos is going to be some of the individual tools we wanted to highlight for you in Magicschool.ai. And the last video we'll talk about this Magic Student over here, which isn't available yet, but it's coming in the future. One additional interface feature I wanted to show you is once you've gotten a product out of Magicschool and you're mousing over it, up here in the upper right-hand corner, you'll have a couple really cool tools. One is just copy and paste. The other is to save this resource for the future within Magicschool. And then this one is the one that's super powerful in the paid version. Is you can click export and say I want to export to a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word. It will give you a quick view of how it's going to look formatted. You click export. It'll actually pop up a box the first time, ask to give you permission to use your Google Drive, and then it will literally create and export the doc right to your drive. And when you click open, you'll see there is your Google Doc with the formatted information that you can then edit and change. All right, so why use artificial intelligence as a teacher? So we wanted to show you some of these tools in Magicschool because what they do is they make it really easy for you to take a daunting or large task and cut it into small, more manageable pieces for you. Also, Magicschool.ai takes the prompt writing out of using an AI in that it'll give you pre-made boxes where you just have to answer the question, and even in a bulleted or comma separated value way rather than complete sentences and with lots of text. So one of my favorite tools as a former social studies teacher is this YouTube video summarizer. Okay, I'm going to show you the tool in a second, but just want to take you over here to my YouTube tab and show you I've already done a search for causes of World War II because I want to use a short 10-minute video in tomorrow's class, and I want to give kids the background of the causes of World War II. However, when I do the search, you'll notice that you find dozens and dozens of videos, and if you tweak the search, you can find hundreds and hundreds more and thousands, and and getting into the point where it becomes very, very problematic to pick the right video. Some people look at, oh, look how many views this video has, and that's how they determine which video is best. Any video you pick, you're going to have to review as a teacher before you show it to your students. So how do we filter through 10 videos really quickly? Well, if each of these videos is 10 minutes and there's 10 videos, that's 100 minutes. It's an hour and 40 minutes of watching videos to pick the one you want to use in class. That's probably not going to happen on a regular basis, and it's going to probably slow you down, even if you just watch a little bit of the video to get the gist of whether the person's good to filter them. I'm going to show you a different way. So if I click on this video here, this guy's actually pretty good. Heimler's history. He's an AP teacher, I think. So let me get past the commercial here, and we'll get to the video. You'll notice that across the bottom of the video, if it's a newer video, you'll see closed captioning. Okay, so if that closed captioning is enabled on the video, we can use it in Magicschool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this 8-minute and 39-second video by coming up here and grabbing the address for it. We're going to come over here to Magicschool, and we're going to go to the YouTube video summarizer. Remember, if you can't find it quickly, you can always just type YouTube in here, and you'll see there's only really 2 YouTube tools in Magicschool, and we want the summarizer one. So what we're going to do in here is paste that address we just copied. It's going to check the video to make sure that it can load the transcript from the closed captioning, and then we're going to tell it we want a 1-paragraph summary of this video. Okay, so instead of watching the 8-minute video, we can spend 30 seconds reading this summary of it to get an idea of what's covered by the video. If we have 10 videos and we read 10 paragraphs, we can do that in a couple minutes. And then out of those 10 videos, we're going to pick probably 2 that we're going to review on our own to watch and decide which one is the one that's best for using in class the next day. All right, so we've watched this video, we've summarized it, and we've done that for 10 videos. Now we're picking 2 to watch. So instead of an hour and 40 minutes of watching videos, we can spend 20 minutes watching those 2 videos to pick the one that's just right for us because we've already read a summary of the transcript. Now, this is a 1-paragraph summary, but know that you can come down here and ask specific questions of that video to find out if it has details that weren't mentioned in the summary. So that is the Magicschool YouTube video summarizer, where it can help you cut through a whole bunch of videos on causes of World War II to find the one that's just perfect for your lesson tomorrow. Can't possibly review all the tools of Magicschool. So how do I decide which ones to pick for you? Well, I just decide. So first up was the YouTube summarizer, because that was one of my favorites. This one is the text leveler. There's nothing more frustrating than finding the perfect article to share with your class, but knowing that it is either too basic or too hard for some of your students, and that article needs to be leveled, needs to be appropriate for their reading level to get them started with it. So text leveler is a great tool for that. It's really simple. You don't, again, this is the nice thing about Magicschool is you don't have to give it a prompt and write it all out. You can just copy and paste into boxes. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to the top, and you can see I've got a website open where I've already selected and copied some text for an introduction to World War II, sticking with that same topic. I'm going to come back over here to my text leveler and paste it in. So first thing I'm going to do is level it to 7th grade, which is the grade that I'm teaching this lesson to, and I click generate. And what I get is that text leveled for 7th grade. No problems. However, I have some students that are a little bit above and below grade level, so I'm going to just come back in here. I'm going to paste that same text in again, and I'm going to drop it down to 6th grade level and hit generate. And now it'll give me a 6th grade version of that same text. I'll do the same thing repeated 8th grade. You can go as far up and down as you feel you need to, and you can copy and paste the whole entire article. I just used the first paragraph. But text leveler is a great way to present a text for your students to read that's at the appropriate level for them. Okay, so that is the text leveler tool built right into Magicschool. There are actually lots of similar tools where it will actually write the text for you, so you can give it a topic, and because it's an AI, it'll do some research on that topics and write a text for you at a level that you would like. 6th grade, what type of text, how long you want the text to be, and what is the topic. And the more things you put in here, the better you're going to get. So there's 2 different text tools that you can use to level text for your students or create text for your students on a particular topic if you couldn't find something that was fitting. Again, with all AI generated content, please review it carefully. Generally, we tell teachers about 80% of the content is going to be really good for you, and 20% you're probably going to cut out and not use. So use your best professional judgment to view the information first before you pass it on to students. Do not just copy and paste from any AI ever. All right, we're going to hit a few more tools towards the end of the week in a different set of videos, but since I'm at my 10-minute limit, just wanted to share with you a little bit more about Magic School here at Shen. One thing we wanted to tell you about is that we do have or will have the enterprise version of Magic School through the end of the school year. It is very much dependent on how much you use the tool, whether we'll be able to keep it for next year. So keep that in mind. The more you use it, the more likely it is it'll be here for you next year. 2, it's also not just for teachers. There are all kinds of tools in here that can be used for anyone, especially the communication pieces and the community tools. Those are ones that I would suggest that even non-teachers can support staff can use and play with. We will highlight a few more of them next week or towards the end of this week, actually. So get started using Magicschool.ai and playing with the staff tools that are available in it. And eventually, this Magic student thing over here will do something other than just pop up, join the wait list, don't bother, because eventually they will have modules for students to use, and we're hoping to get that EdLaw 2D DPA signed in place ahead of time for you. So I'll let you know about that. So enjoy exploring Magic Schools. If you find something really cool or do something really cool with it, please share with me or Vanessa or Amanda so that we can share it with other teachers as examples for them to use Magic School to make their workflow a little bit easier.